everyone receives is a reflection of us.
Welcome. Come with me into a story of myth and fable. This is about bloodlines and lineage. You see, when I look into my bloodline in the current reality, it seems that certain particulars chose to be of a certain way or chose to get a certain thing during the last 5 years. Now, the lineage is staying strong with said character. Now let's turn this into a story back in old times when you were kings and queens fighting for rule and reign. What is the thing that these teachings have told us from the stories and the movies, that if you want to conquer the land, you must take out your opponent? Or you must marry into blood lineage, therefore ensuring you keep your name and your reign and your protection of your people and family. This has almost been forgotten. People are looking into their ancient history and they're getting to a certain point. All these DNA tests and testing is just to check, to see whose blood lineage is still in the earth. What if this storyline was not about living or association, but all of the wars and the conquests and the things that occur that are void of humanity are all just to take out bloodlines and keep lineage clean? Maybe the opposing forces are aware of this. It's an interesting concept to think that it is plausible. The people in power, they know about bloodlines and lineage and blood times. Sometimes the things that we think about when we look upon our own family, we have a responsibility. There are certain people around the world who may be the last in their family or their bloodline who's pure. If we look at the 100 TV series, they talk about pure bloods. Those who were of the earth prior. There are a lot of talks about having pure blood. Now we identify with the lost occurrences, and more things are getting ever more prevalent. Since that motion or that idea or that play that took part, there has been a series of things that are just not of this world, out of the ordinary, you might say. So if one is still remaining in their bloodline lineage and they have the technology to know who it is, but you can't forcefully make someone do something. You can only apply suggestive ideas, concepts, get in their mind. This is the thing. If you have people who are aware of this, they will shield, but we don't know their capabilities. Some of us do. So for this particular character, they tried to keep under control. Maybe locked away as a child, refrained from their psychic gifts so the child felt unwanted. Or that they had to suppress these gifts. Plausible. So in the adult life, it's a journey back to this moment, to this present day. So what do you do when you start awakening, keeping your mind preoccupied? What if you can manipulate someone to the point where their life is of misery when it comes to love? And everything there is trapped inside their head because they know the mind and the thought creates realities. So if you can keep someone in that state, that mental state, then the people who they don't want to procreate are trapped there, never to have those family. Think about it, a modern tactical warfare to sterilize your enemy. For if they do not have their bloodline, then they do not have lineage. Plausible tactics for a character in a story, perhaps. What if that challenge is to rise above that? To push through no matter what and still have that willpower, the determination, that understanding, that knowledge. You see, I have been given the key to unlock those parts of me, to allow them to be who I am. I think also when you look upon it, because it was frowned upon by society, it sent an inner child into a cage, into a recluse or a cave, hidden away, not wanting to come out because nobody loves or appreciates it. That stemmed into adult life with a lot of things that nobody appeared to want or like. And all the things that they did that they thought were positive gets buried away in the cave. This key unlocks that, knowing that you are free to be the person you are on a spiritual, psychic level, and you are loved because of it. And the parts that don't make you like yourself, or those parts that you thought were negative in nature or unjust, they are what and who you are. And that's what they make you. They're the parts of you, your quirks, but you give it with love because you understand it. So you come out of that cave into the light and you allow it to take hold. Sometimes when we get to those moments, it is challenges and tests that we overcome, and we are granted the freedom, whether metaphysically, metaphorically, or in present day. The moments that we have that help us grow on the inside will help humanity grow on the outside. So it is with that, I leave you with peace and love. Take care.